45 seconds left. SSG still trying to formulate a plan of attack despite being 2 players down and Fultz on half health. Absolutely vital that they get the next kill if they're going to have any chance, but I think time's going to be almost an even bigger factor at this point in comparison to the player difference. There was a chance there, Spirits with a little swing peek, but Fultz unable to get the kill. What he does do is he gets into towers so he can get the plant down.
Well, denial tough.
Yeah,
the line
cover.
being held.
J9 on the glass, making sure, let's see whether or not anyone's heading over towards Spiral. As he watches that barricade get torn down from afar, he is very much ready and waiting. We are into a post plant. Nitrocell from Naif was successful, and I'm not sure exactly what Spirits is doing there. J9 it got himself a second kill here.
Oh, timing. Nua's now to try and lurk forward. 15 seconds. Keep that mind on that fuse.
Where's SSG
able
going?
to get the kill. Naif taps it, but will fall off. Citizen needs to aid, but Naif
Got
does
to
it
stick
all
it.
on his own, able to get it just in time. Can J9 deny? He will. Citizen unable to cover, and SSG have plucked this round from nowhere.
I mean, they've absolutely stolen that one. Blind robbery to begin on Consulate. It was... And that should be... Oh, Newers!
Not again.
I couldn't even get the words out of my mouth. I was about to say that should be an easy kill for Pampazoo, but no. And Newers and J9 have suddenly now made this somewhat winnable. Surely Citizen, with the yellow ping information, wins this battle. Yes, okay, that's job done. Crisis averted if you're Dark Zero. And only 60 seconds left. This superstar player in Newers on his new roster, MVP yesterday, surely can't pull off the 1v3. Surely.
Well, there's still that yellow ping info, so... Nua's position very much known, and Dark Zero will consolidate. Clean round defensively, spearheaded off the back of the double. Over towards that yellow stairs position. SSG looking to lean into the ward and ban, but the Ying not quite as effective as they would have liked. That blind spot not covered. And then put the rest of the round really into disrepute. Nua's tries his hardest to break across.
He played that really well. Probably deserved the kill onto Spirits, to be honest, and was ready for the trade. I think SSG are more than happy with the way things are playing out right now, because they're starting to get J9 into a position where he can play the Glaz through the smokes. Citizen on the move, and he did end up finding that kill onto Benjet, but Fultz and Newers get two themselves. Slight advantage still for SSG.
Hatch still a concern. Spirits the danger man up above with the UMP in hand. Minute on the clock. Fultz, though, has been able to go deep. Over towards Cafeteria. Shorty in hand. Can Spirits find the Vert now left all alone? Well, the answer will be a resounding no. Spots one pillar, but gets turned on. J9 clean shot.
Yeah, clean shooting from J9 and a clean round.
Just looking to gradually take this space. Try and suffocate the defense a little bit more. Citizen does find the opener, though.
That's a big one onto Newers.
Especially the Deimos.
Oh, hello.
Unchecked.
Yeah, Naif just kind of sitting over towards server stairs and gets a freebie onto Fultz, who very much wasn't ready for it. The spray's a little bit off, but Ashen looking to get that plant down inside the server.
Not again.
Surely not again. 2v4, it will be a post plant. We've seen this story already play out so far for SSG on Consulate. This must be a round win for Dark Zero. They cannot allow SSG to get another 2v4 post plant. Ashen on the blitz. Can he be a nuisance? And Bench has got the license on the Ash. Well, never mind. That has been revoked as Citizen finds his second kill of the round. And Ashen by himself, does he feel like he's been sneaky enough? Plays off the sound cue and may be able to at least deny one, and he will.
Oh.
12 seconds remaining. Really, the only way he should be able to win this is if there's not enough time to then get the diffuser, and Naif has eventually made his way up. And a couple of extra shots for good measure. A round win. And Ashen continues to just push forward, being super aggressive on this blitz. He knows his role and what he needs to do. And that's... and JR,
gets a
I
kill.
thought that was stuck in the corner, but he was able to turn around and make the most of a rather difficult situation and finding that elimination. 3v3, 30 seconds, as close as it can be, and certainly one of the more competitive rounds that we've had so far. Can the plant go down successfully? Well, I think it was Ashen that maybe was going to be the one to be able to get that kit onto the floor. He has been eliminated. The blitz now dealt with. Kit needs to be acquired. At this point, there's only 13 seconds left, Newers. You can't be too worried about down below, and Spirits has been able to win out anyway from Closet. Well, the round has gotten away from SSG. This time, they got the opening kill, but they could not convert a stronghold.
Yeah, they have 2 Candelas. Eventually, probably going for a CO window hit.
Dark Zero have got the numbers and they've got the position. There's not a lot of pressure on them on site. Candelas will go out from Faults. One over the table. Good read from Faults, but the numbers are there for DZ. They can answer any push into sight, and there's only 7 seconds remaining in the round. J90 very low, so is Ashen. It really should be easy as pie for Dark Zero.
Into this lineup because you can get nearly risk-free info.
Speaking of the Montang, speaking he shall come, and Pamperzoo catches J90, who was a little bit distracted by the Monty on the other side of the wall. Spirits then pulls out the pistol. It's an aggressive Monty. He goes to 9 kills, continuing his good work from yesterday. And Dark Zero making rather swift work of SSG's defense until Benja got involved looking for just his 2nd kill. He wasn't able to confirm it. Newers will do that for him. Makes it a 4 versus 2. The MVP yesterday in Newers is going to need to probably make an MVP performance if they're going to win this round. SSG, Spirits low, does have the diffuser in hand. Smoke goes out. Needs to keep that extended shield up. Newers was watching through the hatch. Can Faults find anything from below? Yellow ping info, and because Spirits was so low, that shotgun was immediately able to get the initial down. Not finished off, never mind, went soon. Newers will claim it. 20 seconds, and indeed, very winnable for SSG.
This is such an awkward round with 1 below, 1 above. The vert pressure here from SSG is immense.
Nave caught on the run. He's able to acquire the diffuser. He can reposition inside a piano, find a different spot to get this down safely. There is cover, but is there cover from down below? Not necessarily. Oh, good cross from Citizen. Newers just sprinted. He hoped he could maybe at least just deny that plant from going down. Would have won the round. And Faults now in a 1v3 post-plant. Dark Zero, I think it may very well be a case of crisis averted. SSG threw one last Hail Mary at the end of that round, but it did not land. Good response from Dark Zero.
SSG still with double nitro though, so plant denial is a strength for them. No gas babes remaining, however, and so SSG may find time management a little bit more challenging here.
Oh, that's nitro. Big. You mentioned they still had some nitro cells in pocket. Newers is able to land his onto Nave. Of all people, the Montang falls. That's a big part of the puzzle for Dark Zero. Still time available to make something work. But unfortunately, Spirits had used his final smoke grenade. Who still had one? It was Nate. And he's no longer there. And Lewis and Benja are able to get firing. That's Kit. That's now a 4 versus 1. And that's SSG just saying to DZ, we're not done yet. We're still going to fight this one out.
A largely one-dimensional attack there from Dark Zero. Which can be okay if the Monty is standing, but once the Nitro landed...
Glaz push.
Yeah. Once the Monty falls and the Glaz is not in a position to find a pick with those defenders playing quite...
Put pressure on, so it's kind of like a 2-3 split right now for Dark Zero. Really like this. Comes down to the execution though, first and foremost. And JR, the timing of that one. The Bailiff was out temporarily. Good swing. Ashen does eventually go down. Thought the Vigil maybe could have got one. The timing is everything in this game at times, and the chance still for Faults. No, he was given a slight reprieve, but this may end up being flawless. Indeed, it will be. Dark Zero have got themselves 3 match points.
Makes it a challenge then for Benja to contest.
It has been found by Spirits as well towards Piano on the docket, being a logic bomb about to ring as well, so more pressure to come now for SSG. Ashen must somehow get involved here, but no, falls to Spirits as well.
Wow.
Dark Zero slaughtering SSG on Consulate, making a big North American statement that they very well want to be the kings of NA once again. Nave will fall though. Benja by himself at a 1v4. It's not going to happen this time. SSG unable to back up day 1, but for Dark Zero, they go top here at Reload. All 10 bullets after 2 days of action. And this new look, Dark Zero, is looking very, very strong.